Welcome back. You're watching live from Paris on France 24. It's time for Media Watch, when we talk a bit about what the journalists are talking about here in France and elsewhere. James Creedon is here for that tonight. Good evening to you, James. Now, James, Kim Jong Un, the great successor over in North Korea, has a new theme tune. He's a big hit on the internet, I should say, isn't he? He has a fake Twitter feed and many other things. But yeah, what's the new tune?
Online today, on a number of different websites, you have this video, which is a sort of signature tune for the great successor, and almost in viral video form, except I don't think viral videos work that well in North Korea because people don't. They're not really allowed to have internet access. In any case,
they've got one website, and it's the state website.
But it's this particular piece of music, and let's take a listen to it. Let's roll the music, because it is being played ad nauseum on the state television and state radio day after day after day. And the whole idea is, of course, to sort of program the population with the mythology surrounding the great successor. Do we have a little morsel, a little piece of this wonderful piece of music?
There we go.
Let's put the music right up, because it's got sort of definite airs of almost, I think, Russian kind of communist band type music, and very, very rousing indeed. I was saying to myself that if someone were to sing a song about me in that sort of way, or you, Laura, we'd also be very, very popular. I think
you don't need a theme tune, James.
I wouldn't mind one, actually. But
any ideas, please do send them in to Pulse Fan Camp.
That's right. Now, it does look a little bit dated, it has to be said, so I think the
graphics are a little bit dodgy,
Pyongyang Propaganda
what's
Bureau.
The smoke machine, what does that symbol?
But look, I mean, and even black and white, it's really, they'd want to get it up to...
So this is his official song, whenever he's out and about meeting the people.
And the whole idea, of course, is to build that sense of importance and mythology around him.
They are very good at propaganda, aren't they, in North Korea?
They have been known to get involved in a bit of it now and again, and things have changed. Will I tell you what has changed in North Korea? Because all that looks very, plus ça change, as they say in French.
The big military parades and do you remember the crying when his father died? The film
lamenting,
of people weeping and weeping and weeping.
Trying to outdo each other. It was competitive crying, you would almost say.
Strange.
But in any case, some things have changed, because that very much seems like continuity. Let's roll the next set of pictures, which have been doing the rounds of media as well in the last couple of days. And here you have an official ceremony at which Kim Jong Un officiated. And look at what happened on stage. You had characters from Disney. Now, North Korea is famously anti-Western, anti-capitalist.
You don't get much more Western than Disney, do you?
You don't. And the thing is, apparently this is a sort of an acceptance of the fact that a lot of counterfeit movies from China are coming into North Korea, and North Korean people, despite being very closeted from the outside world, are aware of Disney characters.
Mickey Mouse's.
That's right. And now he has been acknowledged by the state. So that is a bit odd. And just the final piece of information on Kim Jong Un today. Let's take a look online. A lot of speculation around this woman who appeared alongside him and in that clip I just showed. We don't know who she is, but the speculation that she could be the very obscure, very hidden First Lady of North Korea. So there you go. Many reasons why people are getting interested in Kim Jong Un. Official music.
As I say, he is an internet hit.
Do you know, one piece of trivia about that piece of music that we heard at the very beginning?
Yeah.
His father and his grandfather both had pieces of music penned for them as well. His father's one was called No Motherland Without You, which was a big hit during his reign. And do you know that was beamed into outer space during a North Korean satellite launch in 2009? Yes. So, not alone was that, for world consumption, but actually for intergalactical.
Millions of people starving to death, but there they are broadcasting.
And as if the Martians didn't know who he was anyway.
Wonderful. All right, now let's talk about something completely different. Biscuits. And the length some people will go to get their hands on one.
Rather surprising. Now, this is an Australian company.
Cookies for our American viewers.
Cookies. And I'm not sure what Australians call biscuits, if anyone knows. I think they call them...
What do you call them in Ireland? Biscuits?
Biscuits. We follow the British. In any case, right, this is a company called Fantastic Delights, right? Yeah. And they put a machine in a public square, and what they did was they tried to figure out how ridiculous you would get, or how ridiculous you would be in order to get your free packet of biscuits. So would you press a button 1,000 times? Well, actually, people did. Probably. Pretty extraordinarily. And let's roll the pictures, because people actually were asked afterwards if they would press that same button 5,000 times. No, this woman actually did, which is, come on, packet of biscuits, go off and buy them. They're not that expensive. And she got incredibly excited when they came out. Now, that in itself, you could say she's just having a bit of a laugh, whatever. She has time to waste.
And quite a sore arm, I imagine.
And a sore arm, even if she was alternating the arms. Next person actually decided to prostrate herself, get down on the ground, and bow to the computer. So I suppose, even though this is a bit of a marketing gimmick by this company,
there. Oh no, she didn't. Yeah.
it is showing that people are prepared to be a little bit silly, really, for technology. And I think, what about human dignity in all of this story? It's one thing
Maybe
to
you
market
get a packet
biscuits.
of biscuits at the end of it.
Yeah, but exactly. What about human dignity?
Depends how good the biscuits
and I would say,
are,
if it was
it?
a chocolatey Eclair, fine, but a packet of...
Oh, you do it for chocolate
I
eclair?
would, but not for biscuits.
Oh, you do anything for chocolate eclair. That's interesting. Good to know. All right, now we're going to end with something that's caught your eye in the French media here.
All right, well, just one or two stories today. There's Mohamed Merah, the serial killer from Toulouse, is back in the media today because the Secret Services, who have been getting an awful lot of flack over how they dealt with it, it turns out they contacted him via mobile phone 2 hours after the killing at the Jewish school. Now that means it took them 3 days to actually track him down, but if they had his phone details and were contacting him 2 hours afterwards, it means that they would have been able to to determine where he was. So again, it's another damning detail that's coming out in the media about the security forces or the Secret Services and how they dealt with this mass killing back in March.
Details of this case just continue to trickle through, don't they, James?
So sorry for finishing on a negative note, but it is continuing to dominate.
I think I prefer the biscuits, to be honest. But anyway, thank you, James Creedon. Thank you very much. That's it for Media Watch. Now, the price of tweeting. In Bahrain, one negative tweet about the Prime Minister cost its sender 3 months in jail. That and more now in Web News.